The service in Raleigh. This is Jonathan Blaze with the Thursday routine weekly weather briefing for Central North Carolina. Thanks for joining us. We've had a stormy 24 or 48 hours across the area as a really strong jet stream transported lots of moisture and energy in the atmosphere. And resulting from that, we had widespread rain across our area. Rainfall amounts range from about a ½ inch to maybe an inch down across our southern and southeastern areas near Fayetteville and Clinton, and increased to an inch, maybe 2 inches in good parts of the triangle. There were some heavier amounts across the interior areas of the Piedmont, including some readings of or observations of more than 3 inches in parts of Durham, Chatham County, and even out in the Triad. So a good widespread rain across the area that certainly came down hard at times. In addition to the rain, we had some gusty winds, both just right ahead of the front that moved through the area and also as the cold air surged in behind it. We had several reports of wind gusts over 40 or 45 miles an hour, with even a report of 58 miles an hour down in the Smithfield area, and a couple reports of 50 or 52 out in the Triad. So a stormy day, and the good news is that we have much quieter weather in the offing for the next several days, certainly through the first part of the weekend. On the weather map today, we have high pressure extending across the good part of the eastern United States and the northern plain states. That area of high pressure will gradually shift east over the next few days. And you'll see by Saturday, it's centered up over New England and New York and extending into our area, providing a fair, cool, and dry weather into our area. We'll have a series of storm systems approach our area and ride off just to our north with the greatest energy and moisture moving across the Ohio Valley and into the northeast. We'll get glancing blows of those weather systems with a chance of rain beginning late Sunday into Monday morning, and then another storm system perhaps moving across the area on Tuesday, and then signs of even perhaps another one as we head into Thursday and Friday. All those systems at this point look to be fairly weak in terms of the impact across our area, with just a chance of some rain or rain showers. Right now, we don't expect any thunder, and certainly no wintry weather with those. So some very modest weather systems moving through the area. And of course, with that, our severe thunderstorm potential for the next week or so has none of the area highlighted. We don't expect any real thunderstorms in the area. The precipitation forecast is dry across central North Carolina for both today and Friday and into Saturday. There's a little bit of precipitation painted into the forecast map here across the west and northwest on Sunday. That's really for Sunday night into Monday. And you'll see the greatest focus of precipitation again is across the Virginia border areas and across the Piedmont. The 5-day rainfall total really just encompasses that weak storm system moving through Sunday night into Monday, and those amounts are very light, typically a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/10 of an inch at most. So not a lot of precipitation really for the next 5 days or so. And associated with that, we don't expect any excessive rainfall, so nothing to worry about with that. For the drought update, this is the drought monitor updated for North Carolina. This was produced on Tuesday and released this morning. One thing to note that the actual drought monitor is unchanged, but that may, as we have a widespread drought, including moderate drought conditions across much of the state, that update here does not include the heavy rainfall we had on Wednesday. So we expect the next assessment, which will be conducted on Tuesday, will likely show some changes, although we'll have to see exactly how that evolves. So still a little dry out there, but certainly in the short term, we did have some significant rainfall, and that resulted in some alleviation of these conditions and some rises on the creeks and rivers. Looking forward to the 8 to 14-day time period, this includes the handful of days leading up to and including Christmas. During that time period, the temperature outlook averages out to around normal. There are some signs, though, of a potential little brief cool snap right before Christmas, so keep your eye on that. Nothing super cold, but certainly trending with a pattern of some cooler air mass moving into the area for at least a couple of days. And as we head into the precipitation outlook, that right now looks to be near normal or maybe slightly above normal. with a somewhat active pattern. And then the normal highs and lows this time of year continue to fall. They're down close to 50 for highs and right on freezing for lows. The hazardous weather outlook for our area highlights no real concerns in terms of hazardous or impactful weather, given the fairly weak and modest weather systems. And then again, the weather summary notes a chilly and dry air mass across the area that will persist into the first part of the weekend. As we head into next week, temperatures will actually warm above average on Monday, and they'll likely remain above normal as we head into much of the work week. A weak storm system will skirt across our area and just to our north late Sunday into Monday, and another modest storm system will move across the area on Tuesday, with perhaps another one late in the work week. We don't have any hazards or impacts outlined for our area at this time, and the forecast for Raleigh is shown in the graphic there at the bottom. So with that, we have a summary for our week ahead. If you have any questions, we'll stand by for those. Otherwise, we wish everyone a great week, and thanks for joining us.